So Tesla's writing its next chapter, and let me tell you, it is a wild one. We're talking about a car with no steering wheel, an AI that's evolving at like lightning speed, and a pretty serious reality check that could define the whole company's future. So yeah, let's break it all down.
All right, let's just dive right in, shall we? We're going to start with what might be Tesla's most ambitious project ever, the Cybercab. Seriously, forget everything you think you know about cars. This thing is designed from the ground up for a world where you are only ever a passenger. The real question here is, are we actually ready for that?
And look, this is not science fiction. 582, get this, that is how many robo-taxis, including these new cybercabs, Tesla already has. Drone footage from Giga Texas shows this number just keeps climbing, which tells us one thing. The driverless future isn't just some promise anymore, it's actually in production. So the big question is, how on earth does Tesla plan to build millions of these things and keep them affordable? Well, the answer isn't just in the car. It's in completely rethinking the factory itself. Okay, so the secret sauce here is this process they're calling unboxed assembly. The best way to think about it, it's like building with Legos. Instead of adding one brick after another on a single line, you're building a bunch of smaller sections all at the same time. And then, bam, you just snap them all together right at the end. Just look at how this breaks down. You've got separate teams of robots, right? They're all working on the front, the rear, the battery, the side structures, all at the exact same time. It's totally parallel. Everything only comes together for one single final robotic assembly step. I mean, this is a complete 180 from the traditional assembly line we've been using for what, over 100 years? And this is where it gets really interesting. This is the payoff. You get a factory that's 40% smaller and it takes a third less labor. Now, what does that mean for you, for us? Well, that is the key to making a $30,000 self-driving car a reality. It's this innovation in manufacturing that could be the very thing that puts a Cybercab in your city. But wait, the unboxed assembly, that's just one piece of the puzzle. Tesla is also getting rid of another huge bottleneck, the paint shop. You know, this is one of the most complex, expensive, and honestly polluting parts of any car factory. And Tesla, they're just getting rid of it, the whole thing. That's right, the Cybercab won't be painted at all. The color is literally baked right into the polyurethane body panels themselves. Now, this seems simple, but the implications are massive. We're talking no toxic chemicals, no huge energy-sucking curing ovens, and way fewer defects. It's just a brilliant example of how Tesla is simplifying the entire vehicle, right down to its core. Okay, so a revolutionary car, it needs a revolutionary brain, right? So let's shift gears and look at the incredible AI that's going to power these things because, trust me, the hardware and software are advancing at a truly blistering pace. So get this. Tesla's next-gen AI chip, the AI5, is officially ready to go. You'd think it would go straight into their cars, right? Well, nope. In a pretty surprising twist, Elon Musk revealed that the AI5 actually has a different and apparently more urgent job to do first. And what's just staggering here is the sheer speed of innovation. I mean, a whole new generation of custom AI chips every 9 months, that's almost unheard of in the semiconductor world. The AI5 has just finished its tape-out, that's industry speak for the design is locked and ready to be made. But as you can see, Tesla is not slowing down for a second. AI6 and 6.5 are already in development, and each one is promising another massive leap in performance. So, if not cars, where is all this insane new computing power going? It's being funneled directly into Tesla's other two huge moonshot projects. The Optimus humanoid robot, which you know needs a ton of onboard processing to figure out the real world. And the Dojo supercomputer, which is basically the engine that trains all of Tesla's AI models. Okay, so after all that talk about the future, let's pull back a bit and ground ourselves in the present. Because to really understand the kinds of challenges Tesla faces when it tries to bring these radical ideas to market, we don't have to look any further than its most recent big launch, the Cybertruck. The hype for the Cybertruck was just massive. The expectation, 250,000 of these things sold every year. And the reality today? Well, sales are tracking at less than 10% of that goal. That is a gigantic gap between the hype and how the market is actually responding. And if we dig a little deeper into the numbers, we find something, well,
something pretty telling. In the fourth quarter of 2025, nearly 1 out of every 5 Cybertrucks sold went to other companies that Elon Musk runs, like SpaceX and the Boring Company. This really suggests that a big chunk of the demand isn't even coming from the general public, which, it definitely raises some questions about its broader appeal.
Yeah, this chart really tells the story. After that first big surge from all the early adopters and years of pent-up demand, sales have dropped off, and pretty significantly. This kind of trend suggests the Cybertruck is really struggling to break out of its niche audience and hit the mainstream, and that's a huge hurdle for any new vehicle.
So, Tesla has cut prices. But is that going to be enough? And this really brings us to the billion-dollar question. Is the problem the Cybertruck's price tag? Or is the product itself, its super radical design, just a step too far for the average truck buyer?
The whole Cybertruck story is a really powerful lesson, isn't it? A futuristic vision doesn't automatically guarantee mass market success. And as Tesla barrels ahead with a Cybercab, it's basically doubling down on its most radical idea yet. The question isn't just about whether Tesla can build the future, it's about whether we're ready to live in it. So let me ask you, are you ready to let go of the wheel for good?